Okay, well, I decided to make a live reaction to the Lions pick of the 2026 NFL Draft. They are currently on the clock. They are already saying the pick is in. Um, at this point, out of everyone that's available, I would say they would need to go with Monroe Freeling from Georgia. I think he's an offensive lineman. Um, I haven't really studied too much of this year's NFL Draft. I'm just hoping they fill in a position, either offensive line or something on defense. That's my main two uh, areas of concern. Defensively, more of like defensive end, opposite of Hutchinson or secondary, but definitely need help on the offensive line with Taylor Decker leaving, uh, Graham Glasgow leaving. So I'm waiting for the pick. So far, this NFL draft, the number one overall pick went Fernando Mendoza from Indiana, went to the Las Vegas Raiders. Um, I like the Jeremiah Love pick going to the Cardinals. Um, Four Ohio State Buckeyes got picked in the top 11, so I'm not too thrilled with that. The surprise one, Ty Simpson, uh, quarterback from Alabama, went to the Rams. So kind of a message to Matthew Stafford that he's up there in age, maybe kind of kind of the next quarterback for the Rams. We'll see. But they're currently on commercial, so I'm just kind of waiting for the pick. When it gets announced, I'll unmute the TV. I won't show it because I don't want to get like copyrights, but I'm sure you know hearing it on the phone will be fine. But this is something I was just trying to do as like a live reaction, see how it goes. I'll post it, see how it does. I'm not like there's when you're the number 17th overall pick. I mean, you kind of have to leave your options open. So I don't really have my heart set on any one player. It's more of a position than anything. Offensive line, defensive end, or safety, or not safety, secondary is kind of my two or three main areas of concern. Uh, the offseason so far for the Lions, kind of lukewarm. Nothing major. Taylor Decker, like I said, he's leaving. The biggest news, David Montgomery's gone. That's disappointing. Alex Anzalone's leaving. He's going to the Buccaneers. But the Lions did pick up Isaiah Pacheco from the Chiefs. So that's probably the biggest move that the Lions made. Um, see, Khalif Raymond went to the Bears. Look, when you sign people like St. Brown and Goff and Hutchinson to these big contracts, you're just going to lose some people in the aftermath. I think the other thing they have to focus on, uh, make sure they extend Jahmyr Gibbs. We'll see how that goes. Um, it's going to be an interesting season. Uh, no longer are the Lions I mean, after a failure of last year. I mean, they had a good start, but then they just fell apart at the end and missed the playoffs and actually finished last place, getting swept by the Vikings. And I mean, it's so disappointing after making the playoffs with a 15-2 record last year, and then making the NFC Championship the year before. You think the expectations are should be a lot more higher, and they just couldn't hack it last year. I think a lot of injuries keep catching up with them, so it's a concern. Maybe the practice protocol that Campbell employs might be a little bit too harsh. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Um, but they also got a new coordinators. Actually, two co-coordinators. I can't remember their names, but at least on the offensive side of the ball. So there's going to be a lot of changes, but I mean, they're still Amon-Ra St. Brown, there's Jamison Williams, there's still Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs is still there, Hutchinson's on the defense, but they need a lot of help on defense. So I don't know. Oh, the lines are up to pick, so here we go.
The NFL is proud to be part of the global community of wish makers, taking action to support Make-A-Wish.
Okay, they got a Make-A-Wish kid.
World Wish Month.
Gonna announce the pick.
Tonight, you all have the opportunity to help grant.
I don't know if you can hear us. Let me turn it up.
I'm joined here by Easton, a 14-year-old Lions fan whose wish is to announce
14-year-old
the first round
Lions fan.
draft pick for his favorite team.
That's cool. This year's draft is in Pittsburgh. I was at the one in Detroit a couple years ago. It was a fun time. If it's ever in your city, I recommend going to it. It's a fun time. Here we go.
With the 17th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Blake Miller, tackle, Clemson.
Oh, well, I mean, they went offensive line, but went Blake Miller from Clemson. I thought they would go Monroe Feeling, but okay. I don't know much about him, but it's offensive line.
54 games, started them all. Clemson says he has its career record for most snaps from scrimmage. He never
Okay.
came off the field.
Well, it sounds like he's a healthy guy. He started in, they say he's an Iron Man. 6'6", 317 pounds. Well, they got another tackle, and they lost Taylor Decker, who was a tackle. So now they have someone who can line up on the opposite side of Penei Sewell. So I guess that makes sense. I'm not mad at the pick. I kind of thought that Monroe Freeling would be the guy, but either way, I mean, they filled the needs. So there it is. That's my initial reaction to the. He seems like a good kid. Hope he performs pretty well. And it's going to be a young offensive line. They picked up a guard last year from Georgia. I can't remember his name. So it's pretty. It's going to be a pretty young offensive line, but they're going to need time to gel. But that'll do it for me. I just want to do a live reaction of the pick, and the Vikings on their clock, so screw them. Until then, go Lions, go Blue, go Pistons. Hey, they are in the playoffs. Let me read this. They are 1-1 in the playoffs, or against the Magic. Red Wings missed the playoffs. Go Tigers. They had a walk-off home run by Torkelson, so that was cool. And until then, I'll talk to you later.